Hey, welcome everybody. This is the weekly Bro Show. It's 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Today I might be by myself, but we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about the emotion code, and in particular how we can uncover the particular feelings that are causing you, the subject today is causing you to be obsessed with the TV, turning it on, watching it, listening to it, and all that negative charge. All that negative charge because of TV. So if you're one of those people that thinking, you know what, I would just like to stop watching the news altogether. It doesn't mean you're not interested, that you don't care, but you have to mind your vibration. Barbara Kyle, can you write that in the chat for me? I mind my own vibration. You know, I've got my law of attraction hat on right now, and I know that law of attraction is eavesdropping. Right now, it's eavesdropping. And what is it looking for? It's checking. Well, it is an energy. What is the energy looking for? It's responding to the vibe that's in your vibrational bubble. I know in my cartoon head we have a bubble around us where all our vibes are. Your vibe isn't over there in the office or in your car. It's here. And law of attraction is first it's responding to whatever is in here, period. And here is the bad news about its law of attraction responding. Is that law of attraction isn't very smart. It doesn't know if the vibration that you're sending is good or bad, or healthy or not healthy, or negative or positive, or good for you or bad for you, or whether it's fear or anxiety. All of those feelings are all valid. But you know what law of attraction does to every vibration that it responds to? It matches it. And now it starts to bring to you, because what it does, it's energy, it starts to unfold and orchestrate like-minded vibrations that you were sending, because that's what law of attraction does. Barbara Kyle, can you write this down? The job description for law of attraction is match vibrations. Okay, so you know what? This is going to be part law of attraction, because law of attraction is all about vibes, and everything that's going on in everybody's worlds right now has their vibes. They're sending negative vibe. It doesn't mean you're a negative person. In your observation about what's going on is flaring up these old unprocessed emotions called trapped emotions, and that's why you're feeling what you're feeling. So, you know, my t-shirt says I'm sending positive vibrations. People say, how do you do that? Kareem Beach Murray, can you write this one down for me? People say, and don't write, I'll tell you when to start. People say, well, how can you always be sending positive vibrations? The best way to always send positive vibrations is to delete the negative vibrations. Okay? In other words, the best way to be more positive is to be less negative. So I'm not making people more positive. I'm deleting the negative vibration that's diluting their positivity. And then, remember, it's like an onion or a lotus flower, all these layers on top of it, this negative vibe, this negative vibe, this negative vibe. So I'm not trying to get to the positive vibe, I'm deleting this negative vibe and this negative vibe and this, and all of a sudden you are resuming your natural state, which is joy. It's like, okay, that feels good. So the best way to become more positive is to become less negative. And we have Sandra Mitchell, who's saying good morning. We have Ganesh saying good morning. Kareem Beach Murray, I love the quotes. Well, they're my quotes. The best way to always send positive vibration is to delete the negative vibration. Good stuff. The job description for law of attraction is to match vibrations, okay? Ganesh is from India. It's 9:29 in the evening. Barbara Kyle gave us I mind my own vibration. So, okay, welcome everybody. Again, this is supposed to be the Bro Show, and we had challenges getting into our system today. Okay, I had challenges getting into Zoom today, and I know Zoom right now is going through the roof in their stock and in their need, and they're the video conferencing company. We weren't able to get to Facebook. I came on my own thinking I could get John in here. I couldn't. My goal for next week is to have a backup solution, and I didn't think I needed one. That's why I had Zoom. And I appreciate things are happening, and they're helping lots of people. Okay, yeah, Dolling Major said it's like peeling back the layers. Well, you know what the layer is? Right here. This is a layer, and that's a layer, and that's a layer, and that their feelings are the layers. And guess what? I'm a layer remover. Right here. So here's what I'm looking for today. I want to demonstrate to people live right now, a couple people. You might be the person that is really obsessed with watching the news. You turn it on, you watch it, you believe everything, you're having emotional charge. I know that you know who you are. I don't need to point you out. And we're not judging, but here is the question. As you're watching the news over and over and over again, what is law of attraction responding to? What is law of attraction responding to? Law of attraction doesn't know that you're watching the news, or you're reading stuff online, or you're hearing stuff, and on and on and on. That's why I'm saying this respectfully. Law of attraction is not smart. Say, oh, don't match that vibration from Michael. He's just watching the news. Law of attraction doesn't have a voice. It doesn't have a brain. It doesn't make decision. I want as many people right now. There's 29 people watching. I want you to get this. And just for the sake of saying it, I want you to burn it into your head, and I want you to type this in the chat, please. Law of attraction is matching my vibrations. Period. Both negative and positive. But that's what I want you to get. And that's why it's important. The emotion code work is so important. Also, that's why it's important that emotion code practitioners are ready, and they're letting people know that they're in business and they can help people from the comfort of their home. The only time I ever work in person is when I'm at a restaurant or I see somebody on the street. But all of it's done virtually. It's done by text or email or a video call like this. So today I want to demonstrate an emotion code. I'm going to demonstrate and do an emotion code session. So I'm looking for a volunteer. Here's a couple things that would be helpful. No, here's a few things. So what is the severity of, I'm going to call it obsession. It's a playful word. Okay, thank you everybody. Jackie Gilbert is helping out. Sandra Mitra, Barbara Kyle, Corinne Beach Murray, M.M. Ganesh, everyone's saying it. Thank you very much. You're not doing it for me, you're doing it for you. And now you cannot not remember that. And now when you catch yourself watching the news and being negative, you cannot not hear my voice say, law of attraction is matching what you're observing and feeling. Law of attraction is responding to how you feel about what you're watching. So if you can watch it, sit back and have a martini and say, no emotions, go ahead. I'd like someone to, Permelia Param, good morning. Can you write this down for me, Permelia? Law of attraction is responding to how I feel about the news. And actually, you can put a blank line where I said news. Law of attraction is responding to how I feel about that television commercial. Law of attraction is responding to how I feel about this conversation. Law of attraction is responding to how I feel about what that tastes like, positive or negative. Judy Bertino's with us. Good morning. She's, again, thank you, everyone. Law of attraction is matching my vibration. Permelia Prem, Natasha, Paula, Nicole Fenstar, well, you guys, thank you very much. Sandra Mitchell, all of you. Lucy Bellassini and Corinne Beach Murray, very good. Barbara Kyle, Law of Attraction, that's fun. Thanks, Barbara. So, okay, now, my hunch is all of you got it. And by got it is like, what the connection is between Law of Attraction and emotion code. It's one word, it starts with E. The first person to say it will win a prize. What's the prize? We're playing. There's no prize. What is the word I'm looking for? Law of attraction is responding to everything. Everything. So I've been running a clinic for the last 6 days. It's a 2-hour free Law of Attraction clinic on this Facebook page at 11 a.m. And I have worked with 82 people this week. And I have deleted They're unprocessed, old trapped emotions that are flared up right now because of everything that's going on. I'm doing it for the next 10 days. It's on this channel. It's every day at 11 a.m. Pacific. And that's for people that are having this fear and all the fear and anxiety. Today it's about watching TV. So let's switch to the subject. First part of today, why you need to understand that you need to observe negative things and have that charge briefly. It's okay to be scared and nervous. Yes, be scared and nervous briefly. If you can watch the news and not have a negative charge, then that's better because you're not including the negative vibration. So I'm looking for 2 volunteers. Here's what you need to tell me to get an emotion code session right now. What is your severity of being addicted and obsessed and whatever word you want to use to the news? 0 is I don't watch it, so you're not my ideal client right now. I'm looking for someone that's a 10. You are obsessed with it and you're watching it. So tell me the number. 0 to 10, or 5 to 10, I'm really looking for right now. Tell me what the obsession is that you think the feelings are, and give me permission. And I'm going to do a live emotion code session today so you can see how that works. Holly Peters is saying, the internet is halting, but I'm enjoying the show. Thanks for the LOL. Law of attraction. Vibration is positive. Yeah. You know, I switched over to Zoom in January, and so I because I did that, I looked up Zoom stuff. So of course, you know, Google, everyone keeps telling me Zoom news. So I'm not following Zoom news, but Zoom is so hot right now. They are having lots of problems with storage and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be patient with them. WhatsApp addiction, yes. Today we're doing addiction about COVID-19, particularly watching the news over and over and over again, or obsessed with it and looking for it, and checking your feed out. You're just so obsessed with it. I know who you are. So, Barbara Kyle. Okay, Barbara, thank you for volunteering. So Barbara said the severity is a 10, and it's to all TV. So she's just like channel to channel to channel, and I get that. So I'm going to do an emotion code session, and I'm going to be using the chart from Dr. Bradley Nelson. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. The name of the book is called The Emotion Code, and it's right here. It's going to be backwards today, but that's what it looks like. Lots of great stories. It looks like a thick book, but it's all successes about using this. And so I happen to have a chart that I photocopied backwards, so you guys can read it. But here's what's going to happen is that going back to Barbara Kyle is going to be a client, and I'm going to give her an emotion code session, and I am her proxy. What does that mean? It means I want to do it on her behalf. Why? So she doesn't have to learn it. Right? That's my job. I find unprocessed emotions for people, and then I delete them. That's my job. Hey, what do you do? Oh, I delete people's negative emotions over the phone and help them be more flexible and think better and help their mental health. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, neither did I until you have it done. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to help Barbara. She's saying the severity of her interest, and I'm going to use a bunch of words. They might not apply to you, Barbara, but I'm trying to capture it all. You'll hear how I'm going to do that. I'm going to find out which emotions. Now, I got a couple charts. I have this chart and this chart, so I've got lots of feelings to find, but I'm not going to guess what they are. Say, oh, universe, tell me. No, I'm going to be using muscle testing. I'm going to connect with Barbara like I connected to her Wi-Fi or her home. I'm going to be connected to Barbara. She's going to allow me to ask her subconscious mind yes or no questions. My talent in finding it is how do I get through all these emotions really super fast, find out what it is, where it came from, everything I need to know. Then I have it. That's not enough to say I found it. Yeah, if you were in the basement and you found something that wasn't serving you, that was contaminating your home, I found it. Yeah, that's not enough. Because what do we want done next? Delete it. So my job is find and delete. Identify them and delete them. And then Barbara, after her session, I'm going to get her to go to the TV and kind of watch the channels and just to give me a new reaction. My goal is to get it to a 0, but if I only get it halfway down, she'll come back and say, no, I'm still a little bit interested, so I'll keep working with her. So again, one of the things that's necessary to perform the emotion code is the practitioner needs to be super hydrated. It's good if you drink water too. Okay. So I'm going to check my own. Remember, I'm asking myself questions. I'm not guessing because my conscious, the me says, "Oh, I'm hydrated," but the subconscious mind knows everything. So I'm going to demonstrate my fingers here. So these two lock together. This thumb stays here. This is like a drawbridge. This one goes up and down. So it's not like a quack quack, flat. And this is how I do it. There's many ways to do it. I push my finger up. I told my subconscious mind, lock my fingers when it's a yes and let it go when it's a no. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do my little ritual. I'm going to connect with Barbara. I don't know where she's at. It doesn't matter. This is why it's called distance healing, because I'm doing it out of what, Captain Obvious? I'm doing it at a distance. If we were at a coffee shop and you were sitting across from me and I gave you an emotion code session, guess what? We're at a distance. I don't need to touch you for this. Okay, I'm going to muscle test down here. My first question is, am I hydrated enough to work with Barbara? Yes. Do I need more water? See, this finger just gets weak. No, I don't need more water. Okay, so just connect with Barbara Kyle. She's with me right now. Okay, am I Barbara Smith? No. Am I Michael Kyle? No. Am I Barbara? I didn't even finish. My subconscious mind was thinking it first. So I'm Barbara Kyle. I was telling, now I'm going to say a bunch of stuff that might not apply to you, but without you and I chatting, I'm going to make some assumptions. My subconscious mind was talking about TV, every channel, ones with news tickers and tapes, and about politics and about COVID-19 news and news alerts and breaking news and different channels. My favorite host on this channel and this channel. What is the severity of my addiction and my trigger and my habit and my custom? And got to do it when I see it. Got to watch it when I get up. Got to see it before I go to bed. Got to keep the music on, the news on all the time. Do I do that? What is the severity that I do that from 1 to 10? Is it 1? These are no's. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. 10. It's a 10. So the severity that I'm doing this is the 10. How many emotions are causing this? Okay, remember, let it go if it's a no. Under 5, well, first, under 5, yes. Under 4, yes. Under 3, yes. Under 2, no, not under 2. Over 2, no. 2, yep, 1, 2. So remember, Barbara's subconscious mind connecting with me right now, and through my question asking, there's 2 emotions that I got to find. Okay, so are these my emotions that I picked up? I mean, are these absorbed? Yes, they're not mine. My dad's. I was around somebody. I was in the physical room with somebody that was having these 2 emotions, and I picked it up, and now that's what's causing these feelings. Okay, so this person was having this person was having was in trauma, and they were having these 1, 2 feelings, and I absorbed them. And your subconscious mind is telling me I need to swipe 30 times to get rid of this energy that you picked up from somebody else. And when you hear the words, you might even smile. I'm deleting the absorbed trauma of fanatic. Deleting the absorbed trauma of fanatic. Deleting the absorbed trauma of deleting this absorbed trauma of fanatic. I'm deleting this absorbed trauma of fanatic. Deleting this absorbed trauma of fanatic. Yeah, I'm sure that word, we all know what that means. Fanatic, about watching it and having it and doing it. Now, the next one is the sister to fanatic. It is, I'm deleting the absorbed trauma of obsession. I'm deleting this absorbed trauma of obsession. I'm deleting this absorbed trauma of obsession. Before today's session, what was the severity of this fanatic and obsession about the news and the media and politics and all the blah, blah, blahs? All the COVID-19 was out of 10. And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, took a couple minutes, but 5, 4. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect from Barbara. Okay, hey, if you just joined us, here's what's going down. I'm able to help people stop watching TV. Oh, and what else? Well, John and I each have menus. John's is called a planner, mine's a menu. I've had extreme success using the emotion code, but today I'm just demonstrating I can help you stop watching TV, particularly the news. That's the topic. And this is normally both John and I are both here. If you want to be notified every week of the topic, you can go to, somebody can type this for me, maybe somebody. Here's the web address, HangoutWithMichael.com/bros, BROS. You can watch all previous 136 or 37 episodes. You can also get on the mailing list, and on Friday, we let you know what the topic is and give you the link and say, you know what, here's what we're doing tomorrow. Okay, I'm just going to scroll to the bottom here. Okay, again, the people that get moved to the top of this are when I can see all your requests in one. So we've got Judy is with me. I'm just gonna, Judy Bertino. She's from Snohomish, Washington, which is pretty close to me. It's about an age, all TV. I'd rather spend that energy working on the art and so on. So again, so Judy said, here's the severity, here's the problem, and she's given me permission. How do I know that? It's implied. Don't share it with me if you don't want it fixed. That's my motto. So if you just joined us, I want to do an emotion code session with the woman that's in another country. Her name's Judy. And I'm going to I have Judy's permission to access her brain, if you can call it that, her C drive, where all of her files are, because her subconscious mind has stored everything. Everything. The good news is I can ask it anything. Well, not really. I can only ask it yes or no questions. So in my talent, my talent, I'm able to quickly ask her subconscious mind what's causing her to be addicted to TV and so on. I use the word addicted, meaning addicted, got to have it always on and so on. You'll hear me say that. And then I'm able to find it on her behalf. There's lots to look for. And then I'm deleting it. Now, I just completed a session with, where's her name here? I didn't write anything down. Barbara. So Barbara's gonna, Barbara, I want you to go turn on the TV and flip it and just get a sense of any negative charge or interest that you have in watching it. Next, I'm gonna work with Judy. I'm gonna take some water. By the way, every day for the last 7 days, I've been holding a free emotion code clinic on this website, Facebook page. It's 11 a.m. and it's all for COVID-related fears and anxiety and this negative charge everyone's having. I'm averaging about 15 people in 2 hours, so you can join me there specifically for COVID-19 fears and anxiety and terror. I'm deleting that for people, 75 or 80 people so far this week, down to zeros. But today we're keeping it all about TV. So, and I also acknowledge that I'm licking my fingers. I haven't left my house in 7 days. I live by myself. I know that I'm doing that. I need to do that for my finger purposes. So, hashtag don't send me an email. Okay, I'm looking for Judy Bertino. She's with me right now. I have her permission. I connected with her before. There we go. So it's pretty easy. Am I Judy Smith? Am I Michael Bertino? Am I Judy Bertino? Yes. You know, my conscious mind was telling Michael that, boy, I'm watching too much TV and the news and the ticker tapes and the COVID news and the updates and the news flashes and the talk shows and the guests and everything all related. It's like, oh my God, what is causing the habit, the addiction, the custom, the got to do it when I see it, got to stay up and watch it, got to do it all day, got to be informed, can't miss a thing. Do I do that? How many emotions are causing that? Under 5, 4, 3, 2, under 1 over 1, 1. Under 1 over 1, 1. Is it mine? Did I absorb this from somebody? It's a trauma. Did I absorb somebody's boiling mad trauma? Yes. Deleting this absorbed trauma of boiling mad. 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 I'm going to do about 30 or 40 swipes. If you're an emotion code practitioner, I'd encourage you, when you're finding absorbed emotions, to just check to find out how many swipes. I'm doing a lot because it's just one, so it's probably needs some work, but I'm always going to test my work. Did that emotion get deleted? Is there anything else? No. Now on a scale of 1 to 10, what is the severity of my addiction and my interest and my trigger and the habit and the custom of watching the news and turning on the news and waiting for the news and flipping and flipping and flipping, and now it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect with Judy. Judy, can you go check the TV for me? Tell me what's going on in the news. Come back with a report. Not a report about the news, but a report about your severity of your interest. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Saturday edition of the Hangout with the Bros today. John and I were having some challenges getting into our system through Zoom. That's what we usually use. We used to connect with each other. Unfortunately, that was not happening. I think Zoom is maxed out. So I'm using my phone and not able to bring John in. So I acknowledge that he's not here today. And running a show on your own, it's a lot. So I'm reading comments. So if you want to get chosen today, you need to have everything in one comment. Why? Because I don't want to scroll up and down. And if you say 7 and later, I'm not going to pay attention to that. Judy Bertino did it perfectly. She told me what the severity is, what the problem is, got her permission. Okay. You know, John was going to join us, but now he tells me he's busy washing his hands. You know what I am in the habit of doing? I'm not suggesting that you do it or don't do it, or I'm just telling you, if you were to say, well, you know what, I'll only answer the question if you ask me. And here's the question, if you ask me, I'll tell you, hey, what are you doing to protect yourself? You know, because I'm not leaving my house, but there is a little daily routine that I'm doing because I heard it from a doctor and I thought, hey, it's free, I'm going to try it. From Tampa, I've been on CNN.com way too much. Okay, internet news. Okay, Yvonne, I should have included that, right? Because that's where a lot of people get their news. Okay, I'm going to work with Yvonne Kaskin. She's with me right now. First, I'm going to, if you're just watching, I'm doing live emotion code sessions. In many cases, I'm finding and identifying and deleting one old trapped emotion that's causing obsessions for anything or addictions to anything. In this case today, it was one emotion for Barbara Kyle. I deleted it within 1 minute. Here's her update. Suddenly, I feel the TV is a distraction from what I would like to accomplish. I'm looking at the TV guide on the screen and I can't find a program that I want to watch. Thank you, Barbara. I love hearing that. Well, you know what? Yvonne Kaskin wants the same experience. So Yvonne, I want you to do the same thing. Go to this channel and go find something to watch today. Okay, I'm going to check with Yvonne Kaskin. She's with me right here. Gaskin. Yvonne Gaskin. There we go. Am I Michael Gaskin? Am I Michael Smith? Am I Yvonne Smith? I'm just thinking your name. Am I Yvonne Gaskin? I was telling Michael about CNN.com and internet news and internet ticker tapes and suggestions to watch this and get on YouTube and get on this and get on this. And before you know it, I'm all day watching CNN, all the news channels, all the updates, everything, talk shows and videos. And boy, how many emotions are causing this behavior? 5, 4, 3, 2. Are they both mine, my dad's, are they both absorbed, trapped, or traumas? Are they absorbed A, 1, 2, 3, 4? Is it 4, 1, 4, 2? Okay, deleting this absorbed fanatic. Deleting this absorbed trauma of 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 fanatic. Deleting this absorbed trauma of, obsession. Deleting this absorbed trauma of obsession. Deleting this absorbed trauma of obsession. Deleting this absorbed trauma of obsession. Before today's session with Michael, what was the severity of my interest and trigger and desire and custom and addiction? And gotta have it when I see it. Keep it on, check it up, press enter, get refreshes. On CNN.com, any kind of news online was a 10. And now it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, Yvonne, don't leave this channel, but go to your internet and see what's interesting. Go find out the hottest news right now. It's just announced. It's breaking. Go get the breaking news. Go quick, Yvonne. Come back and tell us what was breaking. Okay. Hey, Corinne Beachmurray, thank you. Corinne Beachmurray, what am I doing to protect myself? Okay. I have a suit steamer I'm traveling the world, I have suits, and I'm taking the suit steamer, and it's on low, and I'm putting it right here, and I am breathing 5 minutes a day, the steam inside of my nose. It's also recommended. I have a little video on it. I'm not a doctor, but I read this and I thought I can do this at home. And you know how sometimes you're in a sauna and you take a breath and that, oh boy, it just shot up your nose. You know, that real heat. This doctor, I'm not a doctor, I'm only telling you what I read, says that's enough to kill the virus. That hot rocket of steam that you feel in the sauna. And I thought, well, I know it sounds way too easy, but I thought, I'm going to do it. And I'm muscle testing. Do I have any viruses at all? Do I have a flu virus? Matter of fact, what is the severity of my immune system? Is it over 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97? It's 98. My immune system's 98. How many emotions are blocking, stopping, full immune system? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it A? It's peeved. Is it mine? Deleting peeved. Deleting peeved. Now what is the severity of my immune system? Over 90, over 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 100. So my mom's in a senior home, so I've been checking in with her daily, and by checking in right here, she doesn't talk on the phone, and I'm asking the same question. What's the level of my anxiety? 0. What's the level of my stress? 0. What's the level of confusion? 0. What's my, and then I'm always checking her, the first time I checked her immune system was like 76, and now it's 100 every day. So that's how I'm supporting my mom in a senior home at the other end of the country. Okay, I'm just going to scroll down to see if our friend Judy is giving me, oh, there we go. It was Yvonne that I worked on, and then Judy. Judy said, thank you. I turned on the TV and I couldn't focus on it. I was just numb to it. And Yvonne says, I'm so excited. Michael, thank you. I don't think I want to check. Oh, that's good too. Oops. Hey, there's 30 of you watching. Great interaction today. Again, for the next probably 7 to 10 days, I'm doing a free live clinic. I've called it the 1 minute clinic because I want it to be fun in nature. And in most cases, I can help delete your negative charge and emotions and everything about COVID-19. But that's at 11 every day, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern on this Facebook page. And to date, I've worked with 80 people. I don't even know if it's less or more than that. It's just, every day I've been doing about 15 to 20. So let's see who else. Delane Major sending me some hearts. Thanks, Delane. I'm just scrolling backwards because I think I might have missed something. A little update again, Barbara. If you're just joining us, I work with 2 people today. They were addicted to news media, COVID-19 news media, the breaking news, the slashing news, all that stuff. Boy, they were so obsessed with it, and now it's a what? 0. Okay. I got a question for you guys. If I get 10 yeses, now there's 28 people watching. If I get 10 yeses, I will teach everybody a method to delete your obsession for watching the news with a very high success rate. Okay? I want 10 yeses in 2 minutes. And then we'll just talk about something else. 10 yeses in 2 minutes. Yes, Michael, I would like to learn how to do this myself. I don't want to be an emotion code practitioner, but I wasn't chosen. I'm watching this later and I want to do it myself. So Helena wants to know, Dolane wants to know, Barbara and Norma and Nicole. Am I the master of engagement? Because you know what? I'm going to change your life right now. Oh, that's only 8. Sorry. Okay, Tara came in. Carol Morris. Deborah Moen. Judy Paterno. Okay, keep them coming. That's more than 10. I appreciate you. So, I know some of you are good observers. I know emotion code practitioners right now, some of you are glued to everything I'm doing and saying. My hunch is that's true. My hunch is a number of you might have noticed a pattern today. I want you to tell me, what was the pattern today? Linda Ann Litwin saying hello, yes, and Holly Peters, Natasha Paula Samuel, Judy, Deborah, Carol, Tara, Karen, thank you everybody. And who noticed a pattern today with my 2 clients? Who noticed it? What was it? Okay, Yvonne, here's an update from Yvonne, who just had a session a few minutes ago. And Yvonne saying, yes, this is fascinating. And I opened a new tab and normally would scroll to the news that comes up, and I didn't care. This is fascinating. You're fascinating. Dawn Major says permission. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Yvonne Gaskin, she was taking notes. Yvonne got it correctly. Anybody else? You haven't seen Yvonne's answer? Yeah, they're all right. They both went down to a 0. I got permission from everybody. What was the common... Well, somebody already got it right. Somebody being Yvonne Gaskin, and I'm going to tell you what it is. In both scenarios, they were both absorbed. And in both scenarios, they were the same what? Emotions. So I'm going to give you a really quick emotion code program course. Again, you can get the book. What I'm telling you is in the book in different ways. You can get Dr. Brad's book, read it a couple times, and learn how to do it on yourself. And then if you want to help others and make it part of your business, then you would take a certification training program. But I did this on my own. And then when it came time to doing this and making money and having clients, I took a practitioner program. Now I'm mentoring 28 practitioners to build a thriving business. This is the time to do that. So here is big picture emotion code. You can delete an emotion if you know the exact name. That's simple. I can delete it if I know its name. Well, in order for me to delete it, I need to find it. Well, that's why we use a chart. We use the chart to find it. Now, what's interesting, I'm going to show you quickly. You won't find it because it's not there. But do you know how people use the expression that they carry stress in their back? Scanning, look for the word stress. Scan, it's not there. So we say we're carrying stress in our back, but it's not. Because if that's the case, you could walk around and say, delete this stress, delete this stress. Your subconscious mind says, there's nothing to delete. There is no feeling called stress. Now, I'm working with a guy that talks about having anxiety. And anxiety is telling the story. And I'm testing for anxiety. I said, no, you don't got to. It was low. He said, no, it's higher than that. And I said, you know what? Let's not tell your subconscious mind it's anxiety, because that's what you think it is. And you know what it was? It was panic. And the difference between, and as soon as I said it, is that's exactly right. See, we call everything anxiety. It's like we call all body pains arthritis. It's a blanket term. But you can't delete it if you don't know the name of it. Now, I've done this, I've been doing this, this minute clinic, and I've been doing emotion coach sessions. Probably, I don't even want to get thousands and thousands of clients, both paid and free. And there's another chart, and it's called the trauma chart. So I want everyone to write, not everyone, if you want to participate and remember. Why I get you to write it down? Because it helps integrate all the learning styles. You're hearing it, you're saying it, you're typing it, you're writing it. I want you to write these 2 words down. Delete this absorbed fanatic. Swipe 30 times. And by swiping, look at my head on the side. Start about your nose and go up and over, up and over. Delete this absorbed fanatic. Delete this absorbed fanatic. You can count 1, 2, 3. And you can repeat it once in a while. And maybe every 10. There's 10. Delete this absorbed fanatic. Okay, the next one. Delete this absorbed obsession. Thank you, Natasha Paula Samuel. Corinne Beach Murray, you can delete the emotion if you know the exact name. Very good. Delete this absorbed emotion, fanatic, swipe or times 30 times. Okay, I'm going to let you guys populate that with that. I want you to burn that image into your head. I'll say it again a couple times. Delete this absorbed fanatic. Swiping sideways, watch. Deleting this absorbed fanatic. Deleting this absorbed obsession. Deleting this absorbed obsession. Okay, what if it's not fanatic and obsession? It's okay. Nothing will change. But the probability of it being those two is pretty high. So any obsession. Maybe you collect salt and pepper shakers or snow globes. Maybe you're obsessed with purchasing jewelry or socks or watches. So you claim it, you claim what you think you're obsessed to, then use those words. Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm at the record store again. I'm so obsessed with buying records. Delete this absorbed fanatic. You know, my trainer at the gym, when I first met him, he was telling me that he spends $100 a week on albums, you know, big album, LPs. So I said, well, do you listen to them? He said, no, but I've just got this thing where I have to collect them. And I said, do you want to delete that? 19 months ago, he said yes. 19 months ago, he said yes, and he hasn't bought a record since. Okay, now, remember, I'm just telling you the odds of those two emotions being the reason are so high that go ahead and try it. And if you're still watching the news, then hire a bro. Hire me. Let me get rid of it for you. But you might as well learn how to do this on your own right now. Okay, I am scrolling up and down. We've got a number of people watching live today. I'm going to end in about a couple more minutes. I'm back at 11 o'clock Pacific, which is like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm doing a 2-hour clinic. It's COVID-19 related fears and anxiety and negative charge. It'll be the same format as today. Less teaching, you know, because today I wanted to bring law of attraction stuff into it. It's going to be laser like this in a couple hours. So let's do that. So we've got 5 more minutes, two more minutes left. Let's wrap up. Tell me one thing that was helpful today, something that excited you, something that you see yourself doing or using. Who would like to go first? Go ahead, please. Who's going to go first? What did you learn? What did you like? What excited you? What made sense? Helena, Janet, Jen, see what your minute clinic. Helena, if I sent you a little script to put in the post once in a while, remember what Casey was doing the other day? It just tells people what I need to work on them. If I send you that, would you be available to post that periodically? Yes, Delane Major saying, great show. We missed John. I did too, but we're going to find out how to do this differently. Corinne Beach Murray, great show. Thank you, Michael. Judy Bertino, thanks for the tips. Helena's going to see me at the Minute Clinic. Yeah, Nicole, you can delete an emotion if you can name it. See, my job as a practitioner is to find it and name it and delete it. So when you do it yourself, you can find it, name it, and delete it yourself. Sandra said, knowing that there are emotions that need to be cleared from my shoulders. Yes, and it's not stress, but you're right. M.M. Ganesh says, knowing that you mentioned me. Oh, that's nice. Naming my obsession for TV. Oh, you know what? I am a master at, when I'm talking to somebody, I'll say, oh, wow. I said, are you feeling taken for granted? I had a friend said, he said, boy, do you ever know feelings well? And I said, that's my whole business. And he said, because I'll say, oh, so does that feel like you're being betrayed? And he goes, to me, they're just negative feelings, but as soon as you give them a name, it feels better. Jackie Gilbert's reminding us that she likes knowing that law of attraction matches vibrations. That's it. Nothing fancy there, positive or negative. Nicole is saying, thank you very much. I've read your books over and over again. I want to show you my books while I have another minute. So They're going to be backwards, of course, but if you go to my website, michaellogier.com, you'll see these 3 books. My book, Law of Attraction, I have 2 free 30-minute video courses on this. You can download them, watch them today. They come with the workbook. There you go. My other book is an NLP book, and it talks about the 4 ways people like to learn and receive information. You can go to this site and you can take the online assessment so you know your strongest and weakest style. And my other book is called Your Life Purpose. I'll help you narrow down the top 4 things that fulfill you. And then when you know, you do whatever you do to get them met. And when you get your fulfillment needs met, you're fulfilling your life's purpose, which is to feel good. Okay, Harrietta, thank you, Michael. Another great training for me. You're welcome. Jackie Gilbert, I love that you're helping people. Deborah Moon says. Nicole says stress is not an emotion. Yeah, I think stress is a word. Like when people tell me they have fibromyalgia, that's a clinical, but it doesn't tell me where the pain is or what hurts. And they say, oh, when I do this, this is really painful. That I can work with. Fibromyalgia, it means different things to different people. Sandra's saying, sometimes it helps to refresh your memory and all the great, all the great law of attraction tools and stuff that we're learning. And I'm just looking. So on that note, Sandra, I'm going to remind us all, it's going to be backwards because I'm on my phone, but this is what I want you to get today. Vibe reset. And when you reset your vibe, you're sending a new one. And when you're sending a new one, the obedient law of attraction is matching the new one. It doesn't remember what the old one was because it doesn't have a memory. It's responding to this one only. Okay, everybody, I will see you again this morning or every day for the next 10 days, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And tell your friends, tag your friends. It's a free emotion code clinic. We'll see you later. Cheers, everybody.